And so, ripping off that band-aid for real estate, there's going to be an array of people listening to this, and some of them are already in the game, and some of them are getting used to it. They're getting into it. They're getting their feet underneath them. They're just getting going. For somebody that's not up to the big multifamilies yet, what are some lessons you learned earlier on that you could take away for some of the people that are maybe starting out, that you can maybe save them some headaches or time?
Yeah, absolutely. And I still highly recommend it. I don't know. Sometimes people are like, oh, just skip the single family progression and just jump right into multifamily, which you can do, but not by yourself, right? If you're going to do that, there's one tip is if you want to do that jump and just don't start small, go find a right partner and just piggyback on some deals and learn from them. That's one great way to kind of shortcut it. But if you want to just sort of naturally get your hands dirty and start doing it yourself and start on something small where it's not going to crater you if you mess it up, I think a single family rental or a duplex or up to 4 units, I think is a great way to do it. You can get great financing terms. And then what I would say is, man, I would not recommend going into a fix and flip on your first property. I would either say go buy a rental property that you've got the right contractors, you've got the right, like the biggest thing is probably a team, right? So if you're going to go buy a rental property, having a good property manager, if you're going to do any construction or whatever, having a good contractor, having those teammates and an agent, right? Finding a good agent in a local market will help you tremendously, okay? Now, if you decide you want to go the flipping route, I'll give you 3 scenarios, right? This is the third one. Fix it or multifamily, just a single family rental. But if you want to go for a flip because you're like, hey, I've seen how much money these guys make. I love the transformation. I've been seeing it all over TV. Like I'm into that part. If you want to do the flip, it's a great way to make a lot of money really fast. All right. But here's the biggest advice I give there is find a deal that you have 2 exit strategies on. So meaning you can either rent it or you can flip it. All right. What I would not recommend is going and finding a big, nice $1 million property that has great numbers. It looks like you bought it cheap and you got your rehab estimate and there's this big profit margin. I'm telling you, that'll get ate up in a hurry, especially on your first one. So the better option is go buy maybe that property in the Midwest or somewhere in a cheaper market where if it doesn't work out, you can refinance and hold that thing as a rental. Because I'm telling you, that has saved me many times over the years. And when I didn't do it, it nearly cratered me because the only option when you're doing that $1 million house and it won't sell and you missed the market or you made just a rookie mistake, which happens to all of us, the only way to recover is just to drop price until you sell it, which means you're literally you could take a huge hit on a deal and lose a lot of money in a hurry.